New selection box review. What is going on in this? We have a new rank 4 Exceed. We have Evilswarm. We have gadgets. We have some mythic dragon nonsense. And also Book of Freaking Moon is coming. Let's go.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at him. Let's go.
Let's talk about some selection box facts of what is a selection box, what happens with it. Generally, we have 4 new ultra rares and 8 new super rares plus a bunch of reprints. Can only spend gems on the first 10 packs out of 60 packs in a box, and it is 200 gems per pack. That's a lot of gems. You're guaranteed a super rare, ultra rare in every single pack. It is a limited time release, usually around 2 weeks, maybe by the time of this video, you're gonna know exactly when it's gonna go away. They do come back, and when they do come back, they reset your allowed 10-pack gem purchase. The box also resets, so it does not remember where you were in the box last time before it went away. So do take that into consideration. And when they do come back, I think they come back every 3 to 4 months. I will open it for 3 of every new card, but it's going to be dependent on how lucky I am to see how much money I spent on this. So if you want to see exactly how much money this is and or how lucky I could get, January 12th will be the day where I'm opening it, which may or may not be today or another day coming up soon. So here are the cards that we are expecting from the selection box. Do any of these cards look familiar to you besides Book of Moon? Now, I did an entire video about Book of Moon. Hopefully it was released before this video on how it's going to change the entire meta, on whether it's overhyped, how top tier it is, advanced tips, advanced plays. You definitely want to watch that entire video about Book of Moon itself. I don't care if you're a TCG player and you think you know how to book a moon. You don't know how to book a moon unless you watch the video. Now, in addition to the selection box, which should have been listed as a selection box fact, here are expected reprints, not all of them. This is just what was shown in the preview video. By the time this video comes out, we might have the full list of reprinted cards. But we're going to be reviewing the new cards, not the reprinted cards. These are just extra bonuses and or really great if you can get these while trying to get the new cards like Book of Moon. So as we moved on down to the individual cards, like I said, whole video about this meta-defining card. Make sure you watch it. Quick Play Spell will likely become the most popular card of Duel Links, overthrowing Karma Cut. Star Liege Paladynamo. 2 level 4 light monsters. Once per turn, reduce a monster to 0 and negates its effects forever. Not until the end of the turn. So permanently just ruins a card if you're not destroying it that turn by battle after reducing it to 0. And then, if the Paladynamo card itself is destroyed by your opponent, card effect or battle, draw a card. So that is pretty sweet. Most notable decks that could use this will likely be Noble Knight, Satellar Knight, Constellar, Boojins, Lightsworn Raiden, Lila. Probably Noble Knights will be the main deck using this card. Because Satellar Knights also, that's going to be very good for them. I'm excited to whip out Satellar Knights with this coming out. Let's, with the Star Liege Dynamo, negate a Despacito Barrel Dragon, so it does not activate in the battle phase. Also, let's negate anything that has destruction protection. Let's negate something with Destiny. They're protected from destruction battle. Well, you're 0 attack and you have no card effects, so what are you protecting, you fool? And also, the Neos Fusion protects the Brave Neos. Now, you won't negate the effect of being protected from destruction, but what, are you going to protect the 0 attack with no effect? I don't think so. You could also negate the Cat Dancer, which can't be destroyed by battle. Now it's 0. And you could hopefully negate the Madame forever if you bait out a negate before summoning the Star Liege. My thoughts are, it's great. Now, the green, red, and yellow gadget are not new, but what is new is the gold and silver gadget coming to support the green, red, and yellow gadget. What are these gadgets generally? For the context of this review, they're level 4, they're small. On summon, they search another gadget. They're kind of like Gokis. Gokis search, and so do gadgets, but they're smaller and they can exceed, where Gokis you're not really exceeding. Timaeus has a cool little combo. He says Gadget Orcus with Orchestrated Return, Search Harp Horror with Gear Gigan X. That could be a combo, so you could draw 2. Very nice. Now, Gold Gadget and Silver Gadget do the same thing. They both, on summon, will summon a level 4 machine from the hand, and both on Destruction will summon a gadget from the deck, and only one effect per turn. So don't summon, then swing into their Destruction, because you're only getting one of their effects. So the main difference between them is Silver says it can't summon a Silver from the deck, and Gold says it can't summon a Gold from the deck, so Gold could summon Silver, Silver could summon Gold. And I do say on summon, so that means normal and special summon, they will get the effect to summon a machine from the hand. Here are some random sample decks of ways to use the Gold and Silver Gadget. I'm in no means saying these are the best top tier. These are just some ideas, some outlines of what you could do. Machina Fortress, gadgets with back row. Unfortunately, the best way to play may be the boring way of just a bunch of back row, just like Goki's. My thoughts are back row plus summoning Star Liege, not with the regular gadgets, but with the silver and the gold. They're both light, so that could summon a Star Liege, which is incredibly powerful. We just talked about it. Gear Gigan X, which could search for any gadget from your deck. That's going to be great. So it's going to be just all this, back row plus Exceeding. This deck will directly compete with Goki. Evilswarm support. What is this about? Ouroboros and Pandemic. If you're a TCG player playing on the release of Exceed, you may be familiar with the Ouroboros. I know I am. It was the go-to rank 4 Exceed to use in all of your Exceed decks because it just required 3 level 4s. Now, I don't remember using it because it was amazing. We just used it because we had space in our extra deck. Why not? We would maybe put 3 level 4s together and make it. So what'd it do? Any deck can make it. It is not really an Evilswarm card. It doesn't have any Evilswarm crazy benefits. It has a once per turn effect after, it is 2750 attack. It could either return a card the opponent controls to the hand. It could force them to discard a card from their hand. Or you could banish a card from your opponent's graveyard. And when you're sending, it is discard a random card. And also send, but we'll just keep it as discard. Here's some other rank 4, 3 monsters to make Exceeds that this card will be competing with. In the TCG, this didn't have much competition, but we have some pretty good competition here, especially with Deltaros and De Sigma. Those cards are great. And my thoughts on top of my thoughts are we aren't in the TCG. We don't have room for extra deck monsters like the Ouroboros, so probably going to see no play. Infestation Pandemic. All face-up Evilswarm monsters are unaffected by other spell and trap effects this turn. It is quick play. It's like a lance, but it happens for all of your monsters that are Evilswarm, and you also don't reduce the attack of your monsters. You still may be thinking that's really weak. Well, in the future, because in the past, we were able to search it. So a searchable lance, now it becomes so much better. So maybe in the future, probably never though. The Ophion, if you could make this, 2 level 4s that are Evilswarm, and then it could just simply search for a Pandemic. That is a great play, and Ophion may not be coming because it's too good. Sylvan Princess Sprite, 2 level 1s to make 1800 attack. I'm highlighting that because she thick for a level 1. You excavate the top card of your deck, you draw it if it's a spell or trap, you mill it if it's a monster. So translation, how I'm looking at this card is I'm going to draw a card that's being used in Blue Eyes, or I'm going to mill an Ancients or a Whitestone, which will search or summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon. That's how I view this card. And how I'm going to make it in a Blue Eyes deck if I choose to play it is going to be with Protector with Eyes of Blue. Simply on summon, we'll summon a level 1 tuner from the hand. So right away, boom, you're making it. Or Glow Bulb and Jet Synchron could summon from the graveyard alongside a level 1 that you already have in the field or your normal summoned, and then you can make it. So it's a good card, but probably not good enough to actually play. But I will still try my best to highlight the card. Now get ready for the Dragon Mirror Match winning card. If you're playing Blue Eyes and you have this card and you have a good way to summon it, you are summoning it, you're probably going to win the mirror match. So if you're one of those players that are just going to go into the selection box for your free 10 packs, I really hope you at least pick this up along the way. Hopefully, If not, you may become really frustrated if you play against an opposing Blue Eyes player and they summon this against you. To make it is 2 level 8 dragons. Once per turn, you're going to use one of these effects. You could either special summon a dragon from the hand, so a spirit dragon will banish a back row, it's pretty good, or just summoning a Blue Eyes could be pretty good. Or you could perma-steal your opponent's dragon, yoink, or you, for example, think about this because it might be confusing, you could make this, you detach to activate the third effect, which is your opponent's dragons cannot activate their effects until the end of their turn. It is not talking about their current dragons in the field. You could turn 1, make this detach, activate this effect, and then if your opponent summons any new dragons for their entire turn, they cannot activate their effects until the end of their turn. So it completely shuts down their dragons on their side of the field, even if summoned after the activation of this effect, and then the turn goes back to you, you could activate it again if that shut them down. Here are some popular dragons to steal and or negate on the fields, just sorting by popularity on the card search on the Duel Links Meta website, objectively showing you the most popular cards reaching King of Games and topping tournaments. Best way to summon, just play Blue Eyes forehead, it's that easy. Or if you're not playing Blue Eyes, here's some new cards which will directly summon your new Dragluon. That is gonna be the Mythic Dragons. Mythic Water Dragon plus Mythic Tree Dragon. The combo is simply, you normal the tree, which then you special the water, then you activate the tree targeting the water, and then you could rank 8 exceed. It's that easy because the tree's a level 4, and then it could target the water on the field to make this become level 8. And the water says if you control an earth monster, which is what the tree is, you could special summon this card from the hand. Water your tree to make a rank 8 exceed. Exceed Tribal Rivals, it's a continuous trap. It says if your exceed has 2 materials, you could either not be destroyed by card effects, and you can destroy a monster at the end of the damage calculation after battling. I think it's trash. You have to have 2 materials. What the hell? You crazy. Now we have some new Bujin support, which is great. I love Bujins, but the main problem with Bujins is Samurai Destroyer. It destroys the entire deck. The best deck that consistently summoned the Sam D was Karakuri, which is really no more. So maybe it's time to revisit Bujin. I know a lot of them were really upset about this and maybe put down the deck forever. Well, dust off the deck just because this is not being summoned as much. And now we have a new Bujin, which is maybe good enough to summon. Let's see. It's 3 level 4s. I'm already put off from it. It has a quick effect. Very nice. The quick effect is different whether you activate it on your turn or your opponent's turn. On your turn, you could special summon a Banish level 4. On your opponent's turn, you could add the Banish level 4 to your hand. Not feeling it. Meh. Big problems with this card are you don't want to exceed with Yamato. Yamato's great. And when you do want to exceed, you want to make a Susan because Susan is too good. That is it for the selection box review. Make sure you watch my Book of Moon video all about that card. This is coming out January 12th. Also, we're having a global international top tier $1,400 tournament on Saturday, January 16th. 1 p.m. EST, live on twitch.tv/Duel Links Meta. The best around the world are going to be playing these new cards. Definitely Book of Moon, new Blue Eyes, selection box, dream ticket, structured deck, Book of Moon, alternative, White Dragon. You're getting 1,000 gems also. It's going to be nuts. Be there or else. Fools!